Oh.
Well,
Yeah, I get to work on it. Okay, that's all I got done in one day. Okay.
That was like very sudden. I was still into it.
I was like, oh, what's gonna happen now?
I
And then-
know. Where's all my pictures I submitted?
right? Yeah, we like had all kinds of work that we had to do
We
today.
had all sorts of instructions
The
today.
only one who actually did any of their work was Sandy,
What are you
and
talking
that's
about?
why she's the only one that showed up in the video several
I
times.
sent you pictures, like four.
Right,
I sent
right,
4
right.
pictures.
But you
And-
sent him like way hours
Hey,
later.
hey!
I don't know what you're talking
Oh my
about.
gosh, do y'all want some freaking onion rings with that? Jeez,
Wait, with what?
What like
Are they
cheese?
gluten free?
it's an inside
Yeah, I
joke.
have to do gluten free now.
So let me tell you real quick. I'm throwing my brother under the bus because when I went to Lubbock last, I went out and went to Whataburger. They got me my food, and then my mom was like, "Do you think you can get your brother something?" I said, "Yeah." And, it was like 3 a.m.
I would have said, "Who's my brother?"
So I got I got him some food. He didn't ask for it. I just was like, I'll just repeat my order and get that. So I got that. Got to the house, put the food out there for everyone because I got more food. He comes down and is like, "Hey, there's some food for you. Got you a burger and fries." So he goes and he sits down. He goes, "No onion rings?" And I was like, "No."
Because those
There's
cost
no onion
extra,
rings.
right? There's like a substitute fee.
But you know what? Which I would not have minded if he had asked me to get him some food. He didn't ask me to get him any food. I just brought this. And it's not that I need thanks or anything, but to be like, no onion. I was like,
The nerve.
The nerve.
so now anytime someone complains to me, I say it in my head, or if we're in my house, I tell people, I'm like, "You want onion rings with that too?"
You make sure that you get the onion rings if they didn't ask for it. Even if it's just spaghetti and meatballs. You're like, hey, you want onion rings with that?
It's so nasty.
I like your shirt, Joe. What
You
does
like
yours
that?
say, Jamie?
Oh, mine says, let me get the mic out of the way.
Just chilling with JPineapples. Nice. I like
Nice.
y'all
I
have
just picked it
shirts
up.
on.
I just had this made today.
I picked this
Nice.
up for 80s night. I went all out. I went all out for the 80s night.
I can tell you went all
Yeah,
out for
so-
80s night.
And everyone was like, so are you not going to dress up, Joe? And I was like, what are you talking about? It's right here.
Did you say "bi"? I am.
It's like, slow your roll. Slow your roll. When did they come out? And they're like, oh, yeah, you're right. I was like, all right. Okay, so
Did you
I
wear
went-
your jabots?
I did not wear my
Jabos.
jabos. Or my ponies. Or my
your
Jordache.
Sassoons?
You're Massimo.
Hello,
Oh,
CPJ,
Massimo.
and welcome,
Look, so I gotta share this up real quick.
Mr.
'cause
47. Miss Joanne says, "Hey guys, I'm watching you, and yes, I took this time just for you, Joanne,
Oh,
and we
thanks,
thank you.
Joanne.
We thank you. very
So
much. Good
last
to
year
see
at this
you.
time, it was Joe's birthday, and we were actually streaming his birthday episode. Anyway, we were celebrating, but
Was it last year?
I saw all these just
It was
pop up
2
just
years
now.
ago.
It was those years.
Oh my gosh, isn't that crazy?
You want onion rings with that, Jamie?
Yeah. I should have never told you that story.
I know that's right.
So look at some of these here. I have iPhone, makes me a photographer. I should have put your face on there.
You should have.
It's not, yeah.
iPhone photo shoot or Joe's photo shoot. Birthday decisions.
Birthday decisions. Birthday decisions.
Hey, hush your mouth full. Happy birthday,
Oh,
Joe.
this has
Now
like a
this-
whole new meaning now, doesn't
This
it?
laugh. This is no longer. Joanne says he's as young as my daughter.
Right.
Just
25.
kidding. He says old. He said old.
She must be 25.
Hi, John Harville. How are
John
you, sir?
Harville.
Welcome back, John.
We got California. in the house.
Joanne, and John.
I enjoy all your pictures. Thank you for sharing them.
There you go, Joe.
It's Joe.
That's
That's
nice.
from The Last Airbender.
Oh my goodness. What?
What?
Step back now.
This was my favorite one from your birthday, Joe. That's old man Joe smashing the buttons, and then guess I'll let Slappy win. It's his birthday after all. Joe and Jaime playing Tekken Tag for Joe's birthday.
No, I don't recall that.
You'll notice you don't have your twirlers on this one, but they're there underneath.
My twirlers.
He said something about your nipple twirlers, and I'm just like, still like, did I miss something? I don't recall.
Just like, I don't. Those were private.
Those are for private
Those are
functions.
not supposed to be shared amongst everyone on
All right,
all
look, so
million followers that
I
we
want to bring
have.
this up at the beginning of the show before people get tired and start dropping off because I need to talk about it with
Our people
someone
would
else.
never
You ready?
drop off.
Not
Okay.
our hardcores.
So
Our
going
hardcores
back
are
to
here.
what y'all's comment earlier, the slap. Can we just talk about it? Because I need to hear other people's thoughts than mine because apparently I'm getting just a little bit of pushback on some of my thoughts about it. So
then we need to hear your
others.
thoughts because
Okay.
let's
All right.
let's do it. Let's go for it.
So we're talking about the slap that happened last weekend,
The
right?
slap
Yes.
heard across the world.
Across
Yes.
the world. Okay.
Round the world.
Round. Oh, very good. Sandy.
So
Round
and
the
we,
world.
if you don't know what we're talking about, the brief synopsis here
If
is
you've been living under a
Will,
rock.
Will Smith at the
No pun intended.
at the Grammys last weekend got up out of his seat during the live show and he slapped Chris Rock across the face for making a joke to his wife. I don't know if Chris knew his wife had alopecia or not. If Chris knew that Will Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, had alopecia or
Nobody knew that she had alopecia.
I didn't know. I had no idea. When he said the joke, I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, okay, so because she shaved her head. That's all I knew. No idea she was sick. But anyway, regardless, Will Smith's laugh.
And don't say irregardless.
Will Smith laughs, gets up out of his chair, goes to Chris Rock, and what do the five fingers say to the face? That's what happened. And then he walked back to his seat and he yelled some expletives. So that's the short for y'all. Here's my thought about this, guys. I think Will is.
Are we still going to be friends after this?
I don't know. That's why that's why I need to hear other people because I've been hearing some very influential people and people who I highly respect who are just coming out what I feel like is in defense of Will Smith, and I do not defend him at all. I love Will Smith. Don't get me wrong. I think he is a man. I grew up with Will Smith. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He's been in movies and his music. It's been fun to listen to and all this stuff.
You got
But
a very
since
strong opinion coming in. Hold on. I don't watch an organization that supports teenage rapists.
I don't know about that. We
In
have
your
to tell
face.
more about that, John. But I think that he deserves to be punished.
Oh yeah, he's
I think he deserves to be punished. Does he need help? Yes. There's a lot of drama that's going on behind the scenes that people are saying, and I get that. I get the possible toxicity that is in his marriage. His wife paraded him around talking about all this stuff. I get all the backstory.
He
Don't
said,
get
and
me
I
wrong.
quote, he doesn't satisfy me. B.
Oh.
Look at Pfizer knew she had alopecia, but I bet they did.
So I get all that stuff. And I do believe that Will deserves some grace. Don't get me wrong. But that grace does not mean that you're excluded from the punishment, from the consequences of actions.
Right.
When you physically assault a person, no matter what, I shouldn't say no matter what. When you physically assault someone who has used words to hurt you or someone you love, there's only very few words that I know in existence that would cause such an uproar like that. I don't know that I heard those words that night. Could it have been a tasteless joke? Yes. Did it deserve a physical assault on someone? I do not believe so. I do believe that Will needs help, but I also believe he needs consequence. He can't say or make anything appear on his face, you know what I mean, like tears and all that. Those two things have to be off the table because when you get paid millions of dollars to do that, it has no effect. It's got to be consequences and money. Those are the only two ways that I can see he comes back from this. And the fact that they're pulling movies away from him, he's got projects that he's not being a part of and all those things. That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of consequence that I think he deserves.
This eventually will get brushed under the rug and he'll be back. I mean, unfortunately,
It will. It'll take a
it's
couple
the
years,
way
but it will.
of the world.
Yeah. And that's fine. But I'm having a hard time with what I feel like is the brushing aside that Chris is a victim in this. Regardless if he presses charges or not, I'm not talking about that. He was a victim. He was assaulted.
Oh, yeah.
That man was on around the world. And if it been The Rock up there,
He would have
Will Smith would not gotten his punk butt off of the chair to go slap The Rock.
Nope.
But because he saw Chris as, whatever, he felt okay to go up there. He measured it up. He counted his cards. He goes, I can go up there and slap that man.
Yep, he sure did. He
So-
sure did.
I'm going to be quiet. You've heard some of my stuff. Will y'all help me understand y'all's point of view, y'all's positions, whether it's the same or different or, whatever.
I mean, mine's the same as yours. I mean, you and I've talked about it. We've talked about it. I mean, one, it's a slap, but it's humiliating. Like to me, like to watch. I mean, I feel so bad for Chris. I mean, yes, it's just a slap, but I feel bad for him. Like I couldn't even watch the video. I was disgusted by it. And like you, I love Will Smith. I mean, I've loved him in everything that there ever was. I mean, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I mean, just anything that he's ever put out. I've always loved him. Men in Black, whatever. But man, I agree. He should totally be punished. Now, did Jada have something to do with that? Yeah, I think she's totally made him the man that he is now. But that's on you. You've allowed this crap to happen. You've allowed her to step on you like that and humiliate you, and you continue to be with her at her side. Whatever. That's all on you. Those are the choices that you made. You had a choice. You could set your butt down, or you could have gone up there and you went up there, made the wrong choice, and now you should have consequences for that. But it's Hollywood. They're not going to do a dang thing about it because he's got money. That's all it boils down to.
And it's not like it's gonna hurt him in the long run. It'll hurt. I mean, it'll hurt him in the long run, but not really hurt him like it would hurt you and I.
Yeah.
In the long run, like he's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Financially, no matter what. So
yeah. Totally.
That's when you talk about punishment. Is it really? Is it just an extended vacation?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
At most, an early retirement.
Right, exactly. So, like, Louis C.K. just won an award, and people were all up in arms about that. And they're like, this dude was doing some stuff that he shouldn't have been doing, and he
was the one that was like sexual harassment and different things like that, right?
Yeah. So he was basically choking the chicken with people in the room without letting people know.
Is he a comedian?
Yeah, he's a comedian.
Was that part of his act?
Oh, yeah.
I think it was a one-person act.
No, he was like, people were coming back and he would just be like, hey, check this out, and just start going at it. So I was like, and it came out and he admitted to it. He said, yes, I was doing it, but he never actually touched anyone or anything like that, but just kind of is lewd behavior more than anything.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Another deviant.
And then they're just like, so he got canceled basically, and then he comes back and wins this award, and people were just like, "What? Do we just kind of brush that other stuff?
Forget about it?"
Yeah.
That's like the white reggae group from Alabama that won the Grammy.
Oh, really?
in the reggae group.
Oh.
I don't know nothing about Grammys, Emmys, Oscars. I don't watch any of that. I'm like, you get paid millions and then we're going to give you awards and clap. That bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm out. I don't watch any of that. I didn't even know that was even happening until I saw a post. Until Lubbock Meme King actually was the one who said something about a slap. And I'm like, and then everybody started talking about a slap. And then I was like, okay, now I'm curious. But
Yeah.
I don't watch any of that junk. So
Yeah. And so I posted on my personal Facebook page about what I felt about it. I just felt like he could have handled it much better, and that I lost respect for Will. I was like, dude, you're one of the biggest personalities in Hollywood. You could have made it so much more a learning moment for people, and it could have just made everything better. But now you just made everything worse, and it makes everybody. And the joke wasn't even that bad. If you've seen G.I. Jane, she's a badass. She is an absolute badass in that movie, and it would have been different if he would have been saying some like lewd comment about her
if he
hair
just
or
said
something.
something. I don't.
Did you
think
see
it
the
was-
2016 remark that Chris Rock made to Jada? He was like, or 2006, one of those two. He tells her, he's like, Jada saying she's gonna boycott the Oscars is like saying I'm boycotting Rihanna's undergarments. He's like, I was never invited to it, so why would I be?
Right.
And that's
Yeah.
that was the diss he did to her. Was he was like, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just like,
He's a comedian, for crying out loud. You say stuff. I mean,
he's always pushed the edge. He's always pushed it. It's not like he just came out of the
But
blue and just said, "Hey, I'm
but
not
how
going to push
many
the
other
edge."
comedians have said like far worse things? Like, have you ever watched a roast? My God.
Oh,
I
goodness.
would be crying. Like, it was
Yes.
like what he said to her was nowhere near roast level. It was a joke.
Right.
it was
And I've seen people, and I've even homeboy, half baked guy. Earlier this year, he got in trouble for his Netflix show. Um,
Oh, you Dave Chappelle.
Thank you, Dave Chappelle. He got in trouble for the jokes that he was making against like LGBTQ, et cetera, people.
Yeah.
And he was like,
I don't know. We just live in a soft ass world, and I'm so over it. Like, you can't say anything about nothing because you are just. I mean, you're just ridiculous. You can't. I mean, I don't know.
but I get having an opinion that I'm okay with words. Okay, it's okay. Words or
Yeah,
actions
but once
for
you
words.
decide to take that step and actually assault somebody,
Yeah.
you know, come on now.
Okay, let me catch up on some of these comments.
for it, yeah.
So CPJ says, whenever I choose to disrespect my marital bed and parade that village bicycle, then my side eye no longer gets to cause my husband to defend my honor if pushed. And we say honor very loosely. But yes, he deserves the same consequences that I would receive if I decide to slap others, especially on flipping TV. Amen. Amen to that. What if August was up there saying that joke? Yeah. And I don't even know who August is. I mean,
I don't know.
That's
When my birthday is.
right.
That's all.
John says the joke was great. Oh, we're boring Sean to death.
Sorry, John.
Sorry, Sean. Nothing new. I
We'll
don't
hurry
think
up
Will
and get
Smith
off the
will go
topic
on
for
the
you.
roast.
Yeah, I don't think you would do a roast either.
Oh, Sandy cuss. Hey,
Oh,
we
Joe
are
cuss too.
changing things up in here.
Yeah,
we're
we're
not.
going
we're
like
not.
PG-13 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe
Well,
this.
us-
People are
we
too
are.
soft. Yeah. I'm just gonna use my everyday vocabulary.
This person and I.
All right.
Jamie, you
I'm
can say
glad
no.
we got that out. I wanted to talk about
Okay,
it
so
because,
it's
like I
done.
said, I
We're done
just
with
needed.
that.
I couldn't get the idea that people are what I believe defending Will when I'm like, are you not giving any attention to the assault victim? Or if this would have been any other kind of scenario, if that was a white man who went up there and slapped Chris, if it was The Rock sending up there, if it was any other scenario, I'm like, you would not be given a free pass to this. And I'm not saying he doesn't need help. I'm saying yes, give him help. That's fine, but also make sure he pays for doing that to Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Concur.
So, anyway.
Concur.
I mean,
All right.
Rock would have pulled a Ricky Gervais on her. That dude don't care.
Dude, he goes hard. He goes hard
Yeah.
on people.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Ricky Gervais. That's cool. Anyway, all right. So let's see. We want to talk about a lot of things tonight, everyone. But what I want to do here in a second is let's go ahead and Sandy. I know you've been dying to tell us a bunch of stuff, and so I think you said you were going to need the most time on the show.
I was
and Joe
totally
and I-
teasing.
Oh,
But I mean, if you need me to.
that's okay. But anyway, so we've been off since December.
I was going to say,
Our
when was
last-
our last time?
Because we did
December.
Pineapple Project the
That's
week
right.
Right before
weekend
Christmas.
before Christmas, yeah.
Yeah.
And so we have been gone all of January, all of February, all of March, and we're back here at the beginning of April, which coincidentally was our first episode 2 years ago.
Yes.
At the beginning of April or end of March, beginning of April. I think it was like March 30th, March 31st. Actually,
Yeah, did y'all see that post I did with Sandy was standing in the kitchen? That was
Yeah, that was funny. That was my
No.
first.
I'm off Facebook so much more often.
That's
was in-
interesting. It was in the messenger
It was in the chat. So.
where you hang out.
like all the time.
What are you talking about?
Like
Onion-
really
or
early in
onion
the
rings
morning
again?
that y'all hang out early in the morning when somebody's trying to get their sleep.
I know we're trying to get messages to you, and you're all like
Snoring.
something, ignoring
John
us.
said he missed us. Well, we missed you
Oh,
too,
thanks, John.
John.
Thanks, John.
Really did.
Indeed.
All right, so then why don't we kick off with you, Sandy? You got like 3 minutes to tell us whatever you want to tell us.
Okay, I sent you a video if you would like to play it
Oh.
of
3
all
minutes.
of my activities.
Oh
What?
my gosh,
Oh,
there's
yeah, that's
always
right.
an overachiever in the group.
Hey, I was excited to be back. Funny thing is I watched a couple of our shows to get some video clips and stuff. So I'm like, man, I'm glad to be hanging back out again.
All right.
But
So
you've been
this is-
going. Your other show's been going, right? Kind of.
Not kind of, just whenever
I think
randomly.
she had like 1 or 30 episodes somewhere in there. Is there audio on this?
There is no audio just because I knew we might get booted. So
Okay,
I didn't
good,
have
good,
any
good.
audio.
All right, so then tell me if
Okay.
you need me to pause some.
Hopefully, we don't get booted because of my shirt. That was-
Right? So I got to go to.
That's right.
We got to go to Memphis to watch the bowl game. I got to hang out with Jacob Hamill. We had a crawfish boil. I've been cooking. Joe, this is a good. Oh shit, you
That
can't have
looks
it because
so
it has
good.
shrimp in it.
Yeah.
We became godparents to our little SJ. Went to some tech games. We're not in the finals. I became obsessed with the Tinder swindler. We got pilled to porch.
By the way, on
I
that Tinder
think-
Swindler, I actually watched all that on Sandy's request so I could be on her show when she talked about
What'd
it.
you think about it?
Oh my gosh, it was so
was
insane.
great, right?
It was just,
It was great. It's like,
I'll tell you this
so
much
good.
though. Okay, since Sandy, you've done that to me. I'm not. I don't know what to call it yet, but my YouTube feed has grown with lots of like. I find it therapeutic or relaxing to listen to like court cases and police officers stopping people and seeing if they're in the right or wrong, and like I'll listen for like an hour. It's like a podcast. It's just body cam footage. Like I'll just sit there and listen to it forever, and it's. I don't know. Anyway, continue on. I'm sorry.
John
Cindy.
Harville, I was on, sir, and then you didn't watch me. I was looking for you. So we went. That's Palo Duro Canyon. There's our porch that we put up, and then we started grilling because it's grilling season. And then these are meatloafs that we made. So good. We went to Caprock Canyon.
Kid
I just did a 5K, and I got a new tattoo
Oh, that's right. I
by
forgot. you
Rudy
did.
Paras.
Oh, the gentleman that was on our show last
Yes.
year.
And
Last
so
season.
that's in Memphis right there, this very first one. And then I think I
Okay.
skipped a couple of things there. Oh, we went skiing, and then we went to White Sands.
That was fun. That was fun.
And then that Cade's birthday, Cade turned 16. And then that's it.
Nice. That looks so good right there.
Oh, it was so good. I'll have to
That
send you
looks
the
legit,
recipe.
Sandy.
We couldn't stop eating it.
Man.
It's
And
a
you know
little
what?
salad that we made.
I've been craving ceviche, and that looks like all the stuff that needs to go into ceviche.
So good. Oh, look, John said he didn't have any notifications because you didn't turn them on, John. Way to go. Cynthia says, love a good scare to help me relax. Right,
Cynthia!
Cynthia? Welcome
Hi,
to the
Cynthia.
show.
So I have a name issue. All the while I was trying to invite Cynthia when I put our created the event and I shared it on my page, and I was like, I see her name in my head and I see an S, but I cannot pull her name out. And I was just like, golly. And
She just
so
hit a milestone on her podcast. She shared that earlier.
She
And
did.
I did get to hang out with CPJ a few times. She even brought me some flowers. Isn't that so nice?
That's very nice.
Look at this.
No flowers from me.
I got to spend an evening with
that's right.
CPJ.
That just happened this week, right?
This just happened.
CPJ.
CPJ. So I'm having to wear my rubber band again. And so
Rubber band? What do you mean?
it just like pulls
Oh.
my mouth one way, so I can't talk correctly. That's
That,
Is that brand new? Is that
It's
just
e-
happened today?
No, I've had it. I've been wearing it, but then the dentist was like, "You don't need to wear it anymore." And then he's like, "As a matter of fact, you need to wear it." And then I keep forgetting, and now he's like saying your braces are going to stay on till like June or July, and I'm like,
Whoa. See, that's why I don't get braces, because I would get all happy about it and just like kind of let it lax, and then they're
Hey.
like, oh, by the way, since you let it lax, it's going to be another year.
"Yeah, yeah."
Joe's through half his life, more than half his life already. He's like, just take him out. It's okay.
Just-
But when I get these suckers off, I'm going to be
What do you
like
mean half
this.
my life.
You're not listening. I was talking.
I'm listening
sorry.
to you. Joe decided to interrupt you. I'm totally listening to you.
When I get these suckers off, I'm gonna be laughing all different. I'll be like, I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna stay with my mouth open.
Cindy, we
what
did
did
not
you say?
forget about you. I did not
I
forget
didn't,
you. I just have a hard time
because-
with names.
One of the shows that I watched was Cynthia's episode because I was like, man, I had some comedy gold up in there.
I can't forget you because every time I think of the social and distancing show and Cindy, I always think about how we were laughing at her husband and we told her to turn the phone to him.
Oh, yes.
yeah.
He was laughing uncontrollably and she said he was getting annoyed.
He's like, what's so funny?
Yeah.
Right. He's like,
So-
stop it right now.
All right, cool. So then we'll let Joe go next and then let's see what's up,
Wait,
Joe.
when did we start?
Christmas.
The weekend before Christmas.
Before Christmas. And off
Before
to the house.
Christmas.
Yes.
So we got to go skiing. We went to White Sands, and we actually went like sliding down the sand dunes.
Rodimus.
Rodimus Prime.
We missed you.
So we did the sand dunes. What else did I do? Got busy. I'm like super
Got jiggy
busy
with it?
right now. And I got to go to Lexington, Kentucky, y'all.
Oh, that's right.
I was in the middle.
You gave a thing. You gave a speech or a class.
Yeah, so I had a class that I was teaching about photography. And
What
so
about it?
it was a photo conference, and I was one of the speakers there. It was
Did
really
they record
cool.
it? Do you know?
They did
you
not
find it?
record it, but I'm hoping that they'll invite me back the next year so I can speak again. But this time it's going to be in Chattanooga, Tennessee. So, to all my photography buddies, if you're looking for a conference to go to, it was fun. It was small because a lot of times the big photography conferences, there's like thousands of people. There's probably only like 200 people, 300 people. So it was a nice size for, and you could actually get to talk to the speakers. I met this
Oh, that's
amazing,
right. I was so excited. You
Yeah.
met those people.
I met
man.
this amazing couple that is just that photographs kids so awesome, and they really specialize in black children and the culture, and it just they have no kids of their own. Did you know that? They have no kids of their
I didn't know
own
that
except for
part.
a
Oh,
dog.
wow.
And their pictures are amazing, and they're Canon Explorers of Light, so they're sponsored by Canon.
Okay.
And they've done things for Disney Channel, for Marvel, and people will call them and say, "Hey, we want you to do your version of the Avengers," and they've done that. It's just
Like
really,
with kids or what?
with
Yes.
kids, yeah. With
Oh,
kids.
how cool.
It's
That's awesome.
absolutely amazing. Their
Yeah, I need
pictures
to pull
are
up. Yeah,
gorgeous.
yeah, it was really cool to
Oh,
meet them,
man.
and they were so cool. I'm trying to, I'll try to get them on the show so we can look at their work and stuff. Like
So
that.
how did you learn about this conference?
So somebody went to so they rotate around the country and stuff like that. They had one in Waco a couple years ago, and then one of my photography buddies said, "Hey Joe, you might want to ask to speak at this conference because I think you'd be good at it or whatever." And I was like, I'd never even heard of it, so I went to the website and it's like, "Hey, apply to become a speaker," and I was like, "All right, here we go." Just put in the things, kind of like Mr. Pineapple's TED Talk thing. You're like,
Yeah, yeah.
You're like, whatever. If I get it, great. If not, okay. And then they're like, hey, we need someone to teach an off-camera flash class, and your name keeps popping up. So I was like, sweet. So I did it, and I waited till like 3 days before to get my my PowerPoint going. So-
Somehow
Oh.
I'm not shocked about this.
That doesn't surprise me either.
No.
So.
But it was amazing, and I got some really amazing feedback, and everybody loved my class, and it was really cool. I took some cool pictures and stuff like that, so it was really cool. I wore Texas Tech red in the middle of Kentucky Wildcat country, so that was
Did
fun.
you get some looks?
Yeah, more than looks probably.
Yeah, they're like,
They're like, we did not register for this.
oh my goodness, yeah. So,
So CPJ says, I love Chattanooga. Check out Ruby Falls.
oh yeah, so
Oh,
Lexington
so,
has been.
so you are
furthest
going to apply
east.
for it next time.
I've already
Oh,
applied
great.
For it. Yeah,
Awesome.
as soon as they announced it, it was so cool because the presenters are like they're there, and I was actually able to talk with them and all that fun stuff, or the ones that actually put on the whole conference. I was like, that's the type of conference. I don't want like big egos saying, "Oh, you can't talk to me," whatever. So it was really cool, and they said as soon as they announced it, I went to the website, blah, 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 and then I sat with them at lunch or something like that, and I was like. And they're like, "What do you think about Chattanooga?" I was like, "Oh, it's great. I've already applied." They're like, "Oh, really?"
They're like, there's already a waiting list.
Right? I was like, "Oh,
They're like, we're just going to bump you all the way to the top. though."
no,
Right.
yeah." It was so much fun. That was really a lot of fun. And then the next big event, really, spring break. Kiki got to come home.
Yeah.
So Monster Child was home for a little bit, and we got to hang out, and then she left me again.
She ran to her plane.
Yeah, she's so selfish. I don't care. It's like, why do you put me through this?
Did she tell you I'm going home?
Right.
And you were like, oh my gosh.
Yes, yeah, it was cool. And then this weekend was my birthday weekend.
Yay! Happy birthday.
Birthday.
And you can see
25.
25 right there. 25.
Again.
That again. Some more.
25 to
Yes.
the 7th power.
Yeah,
So-
for real.
He's forgetting that little X7 up there.
That's not funny. That's not funny. Anyways, so on Friday we drove to Dallas, and I had a photo shoot there, and I picked up a brand new computer, that I'm on right now.
I swear you just got a computer like
I told him the same thing, Sandy. I said the same thing. I'm like, I
Because,
feel like
like,
he's gotten
didn't
2
you-
new computers recently.
you had issues because the big Surface wasn't working, and then the Sur was acting a fool.
No, I got a new laptop. So I got a new laptop a couple years ago. So now this is my big computer that I usually do my
Got your
work
Windows
on.
laptop back there, but you also got an M1 laptop.
Yes, so that's a Windows computer
What's
because
an M1?
and
An Apple.
so Apple has a new processor, and I got that one for my editing and stuff like that. And then this one is actually 2 separate pieces. So it's got the screen that I'm looking at, and then there's the actual box down here that I worked on. Toot, toot. So, and of course, I had to get the producer her own Apple because I'm trying to slowly convert people over to Apple here. And so got her a
Wait,
computer.
it was
What'd you do
your
with your old
birthday, but you
computer?
couldn't just get something for you. You had to get something for
Right.
she had to get something too.
Right, exactly.
I was just talking about that tonight. I was like, I can never just get a smoothie for myself. I have to get one.
Right,
for everyone.
exactly. Yeah. She's like,
I know.
yeah, she had her old crappy computer over there. She's like, what about me? And I'm like,
What about you?
What about you? Exactly. Same minds.
right, exactly. So she got her a new computer. I got me a new computer. And then Jet. So listen to this story. What would y'all do? So Jet was like, hey, can I get some? We're in the Apple store.
Do you have a J.O.B. child?
Yeah, so we went to the Apple store in Dallas, in South Lake, which was like super busy. And I have to give super props to the Apple store because it was busy AF. Oh my gosh, there was a line to get in to this place.
Is that in Fort Worth? Is there a Louis store
So this one was in
in
South
that
Lake.
area?
South
The
Lake
same
is
as
like
Fort Worth?
not exactly Fort Worth, but I think there is one in Fort Worth.
Okay, because there was a Louis store that had a line to get in. I'm like, anyway, go ahead.
So I was trading in my old computer.
Oh,
and
you
then
traded it.
I traded it in for not very much money,
Trader
but
Joe.
it still helped out a little bit, especially to get the producers, because I wasn't really expecting to get the producer a computer, but you know.
They didn't have like a BOGO?
They didn't have Apple
Like,
does
buy
not
one,
have
get one,
BOGOs.
1% off.
I will tell you, this mouse right here, $99.
You're so stupid.
$99. That's how much I paid for my Apple Pencil.
This
Did you
keyboard
get the
right here,
$1,000 stand?
$149.
Oh my
This-
gosh.
yeah.
You could have just ordered a Bluetooth rollout one like we did
Hey,
20 years ago.
What is this? No. Anyways, so yeah, and then I had a wonderful birthday dinner with the family, and Sandy was there. It was awesome. We did, and I'm now. If you haven't heard, I'm now pre-diabetic, and I have high
Joe
blood
has
pressure.
a medical condition.
I have a medical condition.
Do they make pills for that?
They do.
I don't know that you need to air that kind of stuff out everywhere. It should just something you keep behind.
He can violate his
doors.
own hippo if he wants to.
It's so now I have to watch what I eat, but I sure did watch that steak go down my mouth last night.
And you can eat steak. It's
I'm
fine.
gonna eat that.
That
steak
steak
up.
looked good. Yeah, it's protein. Proteins are good.
Yeah, so I
High
sure
protein.
Did. I sure did, and I actually had a sweet potato, which was something that I usually don't have, but it was really good.
And see, nothing happened to you. You're still alive.
I didn't.
The funny
I
thing
didn't
is,
blow
sweet
up.
potato is not actually a potato, so you're good.
Is it a turnip?
I can't remember what they're called, but it's not a potato.
That's as
or a
turnip as Joe's gonna get, though.
Yeah.
True enough. True enough.
Yeah. But I just went to the store and I got me some brownies, some gluten-free brownies. You know I'm going to do that. Because,
Really?
Sandy and Eric made me some brownies for the party last night, and they were good. Well, the blondies were
The blondies
excellent.
were better.
Yeah, the blondies were definitely better.
And I had nothing to do with it. That was all Eric. Eric got off at the store. Eric baked them, and I just sat there. I was like, Eric, I don't feel like getting off at the store. You get off.
So I've been actually watching my calories now. It's
Cindy's
been
so
awesome.
funny.
So
Cindy's making me laugh.
let's see how many calories I have left today. It's right now. Oh crap! I didn't put in my pizza.
Okay.
Never mind. We'll do that later.
Yeah.
So Sean said, "Not so, Mr. 40. Not so, Joe, Mr. 47."
Mhm.
CPJ says, "I swear you just got a computer that was huge and this and that and came and come pick up
Yes,
some
CPJ.
boxes.
Yes, you are in the same
Slap
universe the rest of
City.
us are in.
Oh yeah, because you didn't tell us what Jet got. What did Jet get?
Oh, he got headphones.
Okay.
He got some.
I'd have gotten them
AirPods.
nothing. I have been getting better at telling my kids no. Why?
You guys have gone PG-13
I'm getting for
plus,
me and
violating
mommy.
hippos.
Yeah, we're like on the edge.
Don't say y'all.
We're like
Say
rebels.
him.
Sandy.
Yes.
He's the one violating.
Stay away from
hippos
sweets and
such.
carbs, Joe, and exercise. Do you want him to stay away from exercise?
What?
'Cause he has.
Stay away.
He will.
Why do people
Carb,
keep throwing
and
these?
exercise?
Why do people keep throwing these 4-letter words at me? They need
Look
to
at
watch
this.
out.
Ice cream and pizza.
I had a cauliflower
Who is
pizza.
this? Hey,
What? Look at this
kids.
stranger.
Gabs! Oh my goodness, little sister.
Who
She's,
this be?
she's actually back in
What?
town.
Oh, she is.
Yeah, she's back in town.
Congratulations.
and
Is she on her break until her
until her next assignment.
contract or
yeah, so
however that
she's
works?
getting on one ship and then she's going to jump onto a different ship. And her goal is to become a cruise director. So that's
Nice.
gonna be
That's a good
cool.
goal.
And then we'll have somebody that we can get us on a cruise for like
Joe?
cheap.
Joe, I'm gonna need you to work on some stuff before you can jump on any ships, sir.
I meant that y'all can get on.
I'm sorry, Jamie. I have to tell y'all something.
I knew it was going to happen. It always happens.
I completely forgot.
Yeah, it's okay.
So
I expect it every day.
let me come back to me. I need to let y'all know that my year I started off with reading books. And so I read a very powerful book that has motivated me to start running, get serious about my running. And I want to have a redo of a marathon. And so Joe's going to do it with me. Just kidding.
Way to go, Joe. Way to go.
Just kidding. That's a lie. I'm just gonna throw it out there just in case. But the news that we've all been waiting for. Last Friday, Eric and I closed on our construction loan, and we have officially marked off where our front door is going to be. Our plans are currently with the engineer, and coming soon to you for a beer ranch.
Nice. That's awesome.
Congratulations, Sandy. That's awesome
so
news.
excited.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I feel like I've seen your plans before, right? You've shown them to me.
I've shown. I think I have shown.
Yeah,
them
it's an
before.
awesome looking house. I can't wait till you get in there too. Man.
Yeah,
That
we're
looks so
super
cool.
excited. So Eric is telling me, just so that I won't get my hopes up, he's like thinking we'll be done February of next year, just because the whole times for everything are, especially windows, are kind of crazy right now.
Yeah.
I
I'm
was
surprised
thinking,
February
like-
of next year.
I
I
was
was thinking 2024.
No, it's only the construction loan's only for a year, so it has to be done within a year. I think they do make some exceptions, but anyway, CPJ wants to know if I'm going back to Alaska.
Dodging bears.
Right, yeah. No,
That'd
I
make for
won't be
good
going
storytelling.
back to Alaska, but that would be great. Exercise, dude. Rudy was diagnosed 10 years ago and is off meds by just following his diet and exercise. Hey, that's good news. Because I
Rudy's
did
a-
tell Joe.
Rudy's pretty good though. He's
But he has a
pretty
wife who makes all his meals too.
good- Oh yeah.
Like all of them.
Like all of them.
Joe doesn't have that. Like at all. Sorry. Sorry, producer.
Uh-oh, look out for the bus, Joe.
Uh-oh,
Because
yeah.
it just took you out.
Mhm.
Gabby says, I'll be home till May 6th and I'll be doing European all the way till December.
Wow.
Also, I know how to swim now. Congratulations.
What? That
Way to
is
go, Gabby.
awesome. I know enough how to swim to like basically float on my back, and then that's it. So
That's,
you're like way above me there, sister. So that's nice.
that's good to know. Joanne says, happy for you guys. Congratulations. Thanks, Joanne. John says, Alaska is the best. Man, they've got some awesome, beautiful places for sure. I would definitely go back. John says 2025. Get out
Ouch.
of here, John. John says, congrats. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Noise.
That's fun.
Anyway,
I'm
Jamie.
glad your house is going to get built because that's awesome. I need somewhere to go visit when I go down there.
Have you already picked like your countertops and tile?
No, and I'm overwhelmed because I told Eric, I'm like, Okay, well, I told the builder, I'm like, if you could just build it and just pick things for me, I've loved every house that you've ever built. Just go for it.
Just go.
Just build, just do whatever
Just
you
build
want.
away.
Just take off
Let
the
me
pressure.
critique it as you move along, please.
Yeah.
Like, it's just too much to pick this, and that. And I'm like, oh, that's too much. It's too
3
much.
ingredients or less, guys.
I know, right? I'm overwhelmed.
Nice. Oh, look at that. Those last 2 comments there. Pump them
Let's
up.
see here. John says, I was stationed in Alaska when I was light infantry.
Nice.
Nice. That's awesome. Where were you at? What part were you stationed at? Don't worry, Joe. I can get you and the family friend life jacket hookup.
I may need a few of those just to be safe, you know.
Oh my goodness.
Do they make life pants? Do they make life
Right.
pants?
I'm gonna need it to just like blow up all over me.
He needs a bubble. I'll make bubbles.
Right, exactly.
Joanne says, thanks, Jamie, for the shout out. Sadly, I don't get much of that. I'm so unappreciated. Poor me. Ha ha ha.
You are amazing, Joanne, okay? Never doubt
Thank you,
that much.
Gabby. Gabby says, so excited for you. Thank you so much. Fairbanks. Okay, cool. Nice. Don't build on top of a burial ground. Make sure they don't just move the gravestones.
That's
I
poltergeist.
thought about that because I was like, oh, what if somebody dies when they're building my house? I did think about that shit.
just
I'm not
put
even
it-
Or
kidding.
maybe there's gold underneath.
Or maybe they just put it right in the. They put them right in the foundation. Yeah.
That'd
just
be cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
So what have you been up to, Mr. Pineapples?
A lot. Let me
Tell
just
us
show you
all about you now.
Show
And
this picture
you
real
have a
quick.
slideshow. Oh my gosh.
No, I'm not. I
Y'all
don't have a
killing me.
slideshow.
And it
but I wanna
has
show you
side
this.
effects. It was
Isn't
pretty
that-
cool.
It was like.
I just want to show this picture off because I love a good sandwich. Like
That is
when
a
I
good
was working at my
sandwich.
last job,
That's not very nice to be
I
shown.
had a sandwich, a picture. I used to post like every week because I just be like, man,
Joe can't
nothing like
have
a
that
good
sandwich.
sandwich. This is a turkey sandwich, lettuce, tomato, pickle. Yeah, it's good.
Whole
You
wheat.
can
If
have
I had
it. You
whole
can have
wheat
it.
toast, I could have
You can have it.
2 slices.
You just can't have like 1,000 of them
Not,
like you.
not gluten free.
Dang it.
But he's not. Are you
He's-
gluten? Whatever.
He's
too
gonna,
now?
he's gonna try to be gluten free,
I'm
right?
trying to cut it. I'm trying to do it all.
It's carbs, not
Ex-
gluten, though, that he needs to cut.
Sugars.
And
Sugar.
Sugars.
Yeah.
Sugars mainly. Yeah.
So the brownies that we made him only had 5 grams. Of
Okay, but
sugar.
enough of that. Anyway, so as I was saying,
I need-
we've been on. So I said on my last job, that was the hint I was trying to drop. So since I have since gone, I'm going to break this up. So in December, I actually interviewed for a job, or November, I interviewed for a job that I thought I was going to get, and I didn't get it. She was like, I'm looking to staff this at the end, before the end of the year. I never got the call back, so I was like, okay, whatever. What are going to happen? So then, I had an uncle who got sick in December, and in January he passed
Oh.
because of COVID.
Jamie, I forgot he passed. I'm so sorry.
It's been so crazy. It's so unrealistic. I can't believe it. Like the day I called him, the last time I ever talked to him, I had called him to invite him to come up here because I wanted him to visit and just because he had just recently retired, like just 2 or 3 months before. And so I asked him, I was like, hey, I want to invite you up here, so you can hang out with us and everything.
That reminds me
So-
of Alanis Morissette song. You won the lottery and died the next day.
Yeah. So then in January he passed from COVID. He actually got into a coma and he didn't wake up and it didn't get better. And it was real unfortunate. He's the last of my uncles to pass.
Man.
And it's just real sad. He was the cornerstone. I have mad respect for him. Honestly, I tried to imitate him. I've got like he was just a rock and on my family on my mom's side. After my dad left us, it was my mom's brothers, my uncles, my tios. It was my mom's brothers who really lifted up and supported her and really helped her out with us and things like that. And so, very terrible, very terrible. And anyway, before we left the season, also I found out that my dad was on hospice, and so he's still in hospice. His 6th month actually came up last month. He's still here. He has gotten worse though. He's got cracked ribs now. I was like, "What'd you do, Dad?" And he's
Yeah,
like,
how'd that
"Nothing. The cancer's spreading, and it just makes his
Oh,
bones brittle."
More
and,
weak. Yeah.
Yeah, and so
But he
I
got
was
to go
like,
to Alaska. Part of
yeah,
his
so that was
bucket
one of his
list.
bucket list items. He
That's
got to
cool.
go to Alaska before the year was over, like back in October or something like that, November, October, and he had a blast. He loved it, and in fact, his birthday was in March. But I'm getting ahead of myself, so let me back up a little bit.
Sorry.
So January, that's okay. January comes around, and my uncle passed away, and we are up here, and then I got a call back, and actually got offered a job at the place that I interviewed for back in November. And I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, we'd like you to come work for us. And I was like, no freaking way. Are you serious? So I accepted the offer after I just got a promotion at my last job too, for a completely new job that I wanted to have. But I was like, man, it was such a tough decision because Kepler Vision was the name of my company. And it was the job I was going to get was going to be great, right up my alley, everything. The job I got offered, though, let me put it this way. So I really want to make a difference with the hours that I'm working and giving to someone. I don't want to just make money off of it, although that's great because they're paying me more than my last job was. But I took an offer from Rivian, which is an electric vehicle company in North America. And they are the company that is creating the first truck and SUV. They also got $1 billion contract with Amazon to build an entire fleet of these electric delivery vans across for the country. And so it has been so cool working there. Like to see everything, it's like this, it's just wild. But I'll tell you like this, like
send us pictures.
That's what I was gonna say. He can't send us evidence that he works.
I don't know if I can.
Probably
or
on
can't.
unemployment.
Here's the thing: is I'm defaulting to no because in the plant, there's places where you go where they're like, notice if you walk past this zone, you're in a North American free trade zone, something, and I'm just like, I don't know what that means, but it sounds like I'm going to get in trouble if I go past there. So
sounds like a selfie's in order.
That's what I'm thinking with the sign.
No. So I work for Rivian, and I absolutely love the idea of being able to work for a company. It's a different technology. It's a greener technology. I love the idea that my hours, my time, that I'm getting paid for it to help out a company that's revolutionizing the industry. Creating electronic vehicles. I think it's amazing. I love seeing the Rivians out and about here in town. If you didn't know, Rivian, their plant, they have multiple headquarters, but the main plant is here in Normal, Illinois. They're going to be building another plant in Georgia here soon. Hopefully, everything goes well.
Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you, their stock has been sucking lately, and it's making me mad. So
yeah.
You need to talk to some
Strangely,
people.
since Jamie went to work there.
Right.
And did not share a picture. Had you shared a picture, it would have gone up.
All this would have gone away, right?
So my stock has gone from here, then Jamie gets hired, and it goes down. So
direct
coincidence.
I will not deny or confirm that I have any impact to do with that. All I'll say is you're right. It does suck. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So anyway, I took that job and I started in February, and so it's so wild, guys. It's so wild seeing how things get built. What was that show, Micro?
How it's made.
Okay, so it's like that. It's like walking in this
show.
place and you see the batteries, you see the chases, you see all the parts all the parts that come to make the vehicle. You see they have this giant, I don't know what you call it, but this giant thing where they put the vehicles in there, they close the doors, and the thing fills up with water to test the leaks. And then they empty the water out and bring the car out. And anyway,
does the car already have carpet in it?
Yeah, I mean, it's from what I understand, everything's in it. So the idea is that water shouldn't get inside.
Water should not get inside.
Oh,
right.
Wait, it's not inside the car.
Yeah, they
the car is
close the doors,
submerged.
roll up the windows, they put the car in the water.
That makes more sense,
water,
doesn't it?
Making sure.
Now it makes sense. I'm like, you put water in the car? Jamie, you need to watch that. You said they put water in the car.
I said
Rewind.
they fill the cabin thing that they put the truck in. They fill all that with water.
So basically, the car is flooded before it's bought. That's exactly how you explained it.
But flooded could also mean the car is submerged in the water. When I read that comment, that's what I think.
See?
Yes, the car is flooded. It's in it.
Girl,
is it filled with water? So, anyhow, but so anyway, going to work for this company, I'm excited. So you guys know, we put an electric vehicle in our home. So we have an electric vehicle that's parked in our garage.
How do you charge it? You have charge it at home?
Yep.
You
Literally,
go to Best Buy
you just plug it in the socket. Weirdly enough, you just plug it in the socket, Sandy.
Or do you have your butler do that for you?
Hush your mouth. So anyway, went to go work at this place and loving that.
Same guy that fixes the bowling alley.
Right.
So
and the elevator.
and then I don't And in March, March
Pollinator
was
Noah?
such a hectic month. Oh my gosh, I'm
Pollinator
so
go
glad it's
down.
over. March, I have 4 other people who live in this house with me. All these ladies' birthdays are in March.
No way.
3 of them in the same within 7 days.
Oh, oof.
And I have just been like, oh my gosh, whose gifts are next?
Are
What's
you,
next? Whose
are you
parties next?
birthdayed out?
People needed the birthday special dinners and events, and then they needed their birthday party special events. And it was just like 2, 4, 6. And then my wife was the only one who's like, I just don't need anything like that. I just, on my day, I just want for me, nothing else. And it was just like, oh my gosh. So I'm glad March is done because it has been a sucker of
Yours
time.
is
and a sucker of
literally
money.
March Madness.
Yeah. It was.
Good call, Sandy. Good call. That's
Nice. So March is there, and my dad's birthday's in March too. So it was just like, good
What'd you get your
Lord.
dad?
We were gonna get him this NASCAR
Oh, the NASCAR experience. I remember
Yeah.
talking about that.
but because of the bones,
Mm.
he wanted to do it, but we're just waiting to see what the doctor says. So instead, I found a lady there in Lubbock who made him this package of sweets and whatnot.
Who did you end up using?
Chocolate. I don't remember her name.
Okay.
Martinez something.
Martin.
Soledad Martinez.
Oh,
I found her on Lubbock Foodies maybe or something like that. I asked around. Oh, people were being smart like on that site. Did you remember seeing that? Sandy?
I do. I had to come to your defense. I'm like, listen here, fool.
Please, good
It was
Lord.
like if you just go in your search and Google it for Illinois, I'm like, really?
I was
did you not read the post?
I'm like, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, then just shut it, please. Just
People are
shut
just
it.
dying.
Just
Oh
keep
my
scrolling.
dying to
Just
say
keep
shit
scrolling.
on there.
That's
Oh my
how
And
God.
hard
they
is that,
kept
people?
on. They kept on. The thread was going on, and I was just like,
Did you
"You're
delete
not
it?
helpful."
I didn't remember.
I was like,
seeing
"Did I
the
have to write
notification.
this out?" Like, I'm like, of course I can Google anyone. That's not the point. I want someone who you guys can say, "Oh, I can vouch for them. They were really good," or "Don't use those people because not
Yeah.
good." You know what I mean? So anyway. Found someone there. She was awesome. She delivered the sweets to my dad at his birthday party at my grandmother's house there in Lubbock. So that was really nice. And he loves it. He was like, "What? This is great. This is cool." And all the kids he shared with everyone. And then I sent him some bath towels that had pineapples on them. And of course, he's like me, so he loves anything with pineapples. And so that was kind of nice for him. He enjoyed that.
That's awesome.
I've been doing a lot of baking. I made some really good food while I was off. Took some photos. I didn't have them ready to show or share tonight, but I'll have them ready to share another night.
Y'all have both been taking photos.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's
I've
another
been
thing
practicing
about
a
me.
lot, and
I
so
picked up taking
I'm
photography.
about to meet her. And so I've got
just
some
wanna
cool
tell
photos
y'all.
here.
Speaking of, I took some the other day.
And you know what? I've
Yesterday.
still
Joe, go
been
ahead and pull him
collecting-
up.
I've still been collecting my comics, so I want to do my shout
You
out
need
still,
to go
so
to Comaholics
this.
Anonymous. That's a lot of comics.
that looks like a cool cover, right?
I
That is
can't
a
see
cool
it very
cover.
well.
I like this one though.
Looks like an.
The Marvel did a
robot.
comic, or not just comic, but there's
watched
highlighting all the
Morbius.
Latin characters in their universe and Latin creators and artists and everything else. So that's what that is.
That's pretty cool.
It is. So all these characters on there are Latin, and then
Never
some
heard
of these
of
are going to be in some of the movies coming up here soon.
I didn't know Nova was Latin.
It's
The new Nova.
It's Nova.
Oh.
We have some
Yeah, so
comments, Jamie. Can I get caught up on those?
Go for it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So Cynthia says, "So sorry for your loss and for your dad being sick." Joe, are you okay?
Sorry, there's a
Got a
bug
nap.
that keeps trying to swing
And
past.
Joanne says, "I'm just a sad sack. January 1st, I fractured my back. What the?
Gosh.
My last surviving uncle died in January, and then my dad died in February. Still dealing with pain and still cooking. Joanne, how did you fracture your back?
What happened? You and Rudy need to calm down sometime.
I know."
I mean,
And then CPJ says, "You might check to see if you still have a timesheet to punch after telling the interwebs you flood the cars, not employee."
shoot.
And March 24th was our 43rd anniversary. Oh, happy anniversary, she said for Rudy.
43rd. Oh my goodness.
Lord. No, thank you, Jamie.
I'm looking at my emails from work real quick just to make sure nothing came up.
They've been married almost as long as someone's been alive. Wait, how?
Here comes the math. You see the
Just move on, Sandy. Just move on. I try not to get into those situations myself. So
30 days, half September. October, June, and November.
So check. Also, I found this at my job. They have this resource group. They call business resource groups, and I found the Latinx community there, and I was like, what? And so I've been arranging these last few weeks lunches or dinners to meet some of the other Latinx people at my job.
The
And I've been meeting
Latinx.
Latinx people.
Latinx. Is it like Malcolm
Latinx.
X by any means necessary, except they're Latin?
Say that again. I wasn't listening.
I
I zoned out. I apologize.
was like, just
No, what
you got the floor, Joey. Go
I
ahead. Say it.
said, are they like Malcolm X, but they're Latinx by any means necessary? But they're Latin.
For some reason, I keep just zoning out. Like
I don't.
I want to
even
pay
know-
attention.
I don't even know
I'm
what
like,
you're
I don't know.
saying. But my eyebrows look really good today.
The connection isn't sticking. But anyway,
Malcolm X.
I get Malcolm X, but when you start saying by
You
any
would-
means necessary, like I think it's switching off.
That's Malcolm X would say by any means necessary. That was his thing.
I'm not sure how Malcolm X and Latinx connects
It's
outside
of
of
the
both of them
X.
just ending in X.
That's
And
what I was
then
asking.
George Strait, all of his exes lived in Texas. There's the connection there.
Yeah.
No, my Miss Joe.
What in the H?
Oh man, so
TPJ
it's been
says,
cool.
Congrats, Joanne.
Yes, congratulations, Joanne.
Joanne got married the day after I was born. Congrats.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. So this week I'm off all week because the company is doing.
And he thought he was
inventory.
off all last week.
I did.
He called
And
us
you know
very
what's-
excited
I'm
about
not gonna say anything else because I might get tired of saying that one. So anyway, I'm off this week. Thanks. The company's doing inventory, and so
Have you done
we're
any
just-
real work since you've been there? Because I remember you called me
So
one day.
anyhow, this week I've got on Thursday and Friday. Guess what's
I
happening
just got
at
a
my
message
house?
from Rivian. Hold on a second.
Um,
Rivian wants to know what you're
I
talking
did
about.
ask Rivian. I did send a message to the company CEO RJ if he would come onto the show though. So we're
Is his
praying
name
for
Rivian Jr.? Is
That would be
who-
cool.
RJ?
that. No.
That'd be cool.
So this Thursday and Friday, solar is being installed in my house. Finally.
Oh.
Being
Solar
George
panels.
Strait with his ex. Jamie, I thought you already had those MF panels.
No, it's taken
You've been talking about
forever.
these damn panels.
I could go through all the stuff, but let me just tell you, there's a lot of people who have to sign off on it, and so it just takes a while. It's
Do you have to have your HOA sign off on it?
luckily our
you
HOA
calling
doesn't
the
mind
HO?
that they have to be doesn't mind being installed, but there are some HOAs where you do. So there was paperwork we did have to file though that said, "Here's our HOA. This has been approved and it's okay. There's no need to contact them." Yada yada. all this stuff.
HOAs have too much power, man. They got too
Listen,
much
They
power.
do, but you
Okay.
got to remember, those of us who go there willfully go there.
Us who
So
go there.
you know what I mean? Like
you basic Joe.
I don't know about everyone. I can only tell you about me. We are okay going into the HOA because I need a little bit of encouragement to make sure that the grass stays that tall or short or whatever else. So, what's up, Cindy?
So in my old neighborhood, I really wished there towards the end that we would have been in an HOA because there was some trash that moved in and out and then just left it all trashed out. And then I'm like, man, if only we lived in an HOA, Karen would not approve of this shit.
You're right. You're right. So that's another thing. There's fence rules we have in our HOA, so no one can get a fence without express written approval from the board. I kind of hate it, but at the same time, when I look at the neighborhood, I'm like, I can't deny that it just looks really good.
Yeah.
That no fence can go above a certain whatever. And the few fences that are, there was some sort of like grandfather thing where, you know, they were able to get their fences in before the HOAs.
You should try to go get
Stuff would
grandmothered since they got
CPJ
grandmothered.
has a legitimate question there, Sandy.
No.
Pop that up
Let's
there.
see here. Does your bowling alley cleaner have to sign off on it?
I do not have a bowling alley, everyone. Okay. That's
he
the
lets-
Jamie's just
official
being
word.
shy about
that
it.
he doesn't let strangers on. So
Yeah, he has one, but he just doesn't like to say it out loud.
yeah, it's
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Another new question for all of us here. Okay, because in my some of my nerd geek circles, it's making the rounds. The Marvel Sony came out with a new movie this past weekend, and it is getting a lot of flack. Y'all guys know I like the comics and everything else. Morbius came out,
seen it.
and people
Seen it.
are.
Oh my goodness!
I won't say a lot of people, but there's quite a bit of people who are bashing it. Did you two watch it? I knew that much. What did you think about it?
It was definitely not one that I would go back and see in the movies. It was
Okay.
good. It was okay. I didn't not hate it. I didn't want to walk out on it, but it definitely wasn't one that I'd be like, oh, can't wait to pirate that one. You know, that type of thing.
Huh? Pirate.
Pirate.
I meant.
still a word?
I meant.
Someone just revealed
The
their
FBI's
age.
in our comments. The FBI just said
His name is Joe Baker. He's 25 years old.
Billy
I'm
Joe Jim
7.
Bob III.
He works at, and this is his
Self-employed.
address.
Yeah.
I liked it. I didn't think it was a bad movie. I didn't think. I just thought they were ugly. I'm like, can they not be a little cute or a little like? Because some bats are cute. Have you seen bat butts? They're really cute. So I just really thought they should be cute.
Bat
I actually
butts.
have not seen bat butts.
Google
before.
it. The little bat butts are so cute. They're just
I
like
think I'll be
little
okay with
bitty
that,
bat
but-
butts.
So I enjoyed it too. I didn't think it was the greatest Marvel movie, but I definitely didn't
I
think
didn't think it
deserves
was the worst one. There was a
slack.
Nicolas Cage movie that I watched, and it was awful. I don't even know what it's called.
Oh, that new one.
It was him in
where
an
he plays
ambulance
himself?
or something. No, it was like in 2000. That's how bad it was. I still remember.
Oh.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It was
I
in
know.
an ambulance or something.
He was. A
Oh my
paramedic.
God, Sandy. Okay, do you remember the story behind that? We all went to go see it together.
I was with
We
you.
all went to movie 16 over on 82nd, and that night,
I think I fell asleep.
oh, there's a good reason why. That night, Justice,
on drugs?
we let Justice
Pick the
choose the movie. And then I was like, "Are you sure?" Then Joe said, "Yeah." And I remember this very clearly. Joe said, "Yeah, why not?" And then JD was like, "Oh, I don't care. It's fine." I'm like, "Are y'all serious right now?"
Because JD just goes with whatever. He was.
And it was the worst, horrible movie. Even to
Oh,
this
never
day
mind,
that
the
I
Bat
remember,
Bud is
it was
not cute.
called. It was called. It was. Oh,
Hold on.
it had a name that made you think it was. It had a name that made you think it was a zombie movie, but Justice knew it wasn't.
I don't
But
know
he
what
went
it
for
was.
this
It was
artsy
Nicolas
fartsy
Cage
movie that was
in an ambulance, and it
He
sucked.
gets on drugs, and it's all night long, and it's just there are parts where he just like the movie. He just is going weird in there.
I
It's
didn't
just
even know
crazy.
that was with y'all.
Yes,
Oh my
it
god!
was so horrible. It was. So,
that bad.
are you looking up the name of it, Joe?
out of
I'm
my
looking
mind.
for it. I'm looking for it.
Okay,
Nicolas
let's see here.
Cage 2000.
Bringing Out the Dead.
Yes, that's the one.
No.
But why does it suck, Cindy?
Yeah, why
Cindy,
does it?
I'm sorry, Cynthia.
No, I think she goes by Cindy. Our HOA doesn't allow offenses at all. It sucks. Oh, we done made Sean nauseous. Jamie is being electrified. Tell me how it works for you once it's all plugged in. My husband just said it's not Marvel, it's Sony. And then
It's
I'm
both.
making Sean sleepy.
Sleepy. He
Nothing
says
new.
you're making him sleepy.
I know, he
Bringing-
specifically called me out.
Bringing Out the Dead. Haunted
Bringing
by
Out
the
the Dead.
patients he failed to save, a monumentally burned out Manhattan ambulance paramedic fights to maintain his sanity over 3 increasingly turbulent nights.
I want a Will Smith justice for making us watch that.
I would just slap Justice. I would need to Will Smith him. Justice. Not the best decision he ever made.
That was a
Ever.
I mean, I've never remembered that, and I always that's a traumatic moment for me.
It was traumatic for me. That's why I remember it so well. I remember sitting there throughout that movie. I kept looking at all of y'all, and I was just like,
That was
this
awful.
real?
I
Are we
really thought it
still
was with.
sitting
I
here?
watched this with Alex's dad, and that was a traumatic period in my life.
6.8 out of 10. 6.8 out of 10.
I can't even
No-
believe it's a 6.8. Are
No
you kidding me?
way.
I'm
That
looking
that
at it
movie
right
should
here.
be deleted from all databases.
So Mamma
I'm
Mia
gonna watch
and,
that again.
and Bringing Out the Dead, they're so close. It's so hard. Like Mamma Mia is my most scariest movie in my life. That
No,
movie
I
is
thought it was
absolutely
Cats.
terrifying.
We talked about it, but somebody didn't.
Tied
hit
in,
the record
it's
button,
tied as
so.
number 3 then.
Okay, then it's
And
tied
that's
as number
probably why I don't ever watch movies. I blame Justice for all of this.
Justice.
Oh, and
Love you, brother, but
we know that it's not. We know that it's Sony.
no, but it is. It is Marvel. It is Sony and Marvel.
They're tying it in, but it's not.
Oh,
full.
it was
It's just
so
like the
crazy. I
Venom
didn't
and
even
the.
get
It's
the
just like
whole
Venom
thing.
and Spider-Man.
How Michael Keaton ended up there, and then
That was
they
just
said something
weird.
about Spider-Man.
Because they're just trying to tie it all in. That's what. Because it's.
I'm excited for it though.
I can't
I'm
wait to
excited
watch
because
Doctor
it's so
Strange.
different. It's
That
so
looks
different that I have
crazy.
no idea what they're going in. So I'm kind of like, I'll
I'm
take this.
intrigued.
We need to watch Moon Knight. Have y'all started watching Moon Knight yet?
No, but I might try it tonight.
What even
But it's only 2 episodes.
is
so-
Moon Knight?
so
Don't watch it, Jamie.
You need to wait.
I like Moon Knight, guys. So I've had a dream all my life, my kid life since I was a kid was like, Moon Knight should be Marvel's answer to Batman and DC. He's
Did
brutal.
y'all watch Batman? I haven't watched it yet. What do
I
y'all
have
think about
watched the
Rob
Batman.
Pattinson?
It was. I thought it was really good. It could have been 30 minutes shorter though.
Did you watch it yet, Cindy?
I've not. No.
Are you going
Kate
to?
wants me to go watch it. Kate has asked me to watch it. If Kate asked me to do something, then I'm like, all right.
I might go watch it too. Oh, but you know what I did get to do while we were out? I got to go see Jujutsu Kaisen, the anime, the movie.
The movie.
I
Yes.
watched Tyson's Run. It's a movie about an autistic boy that decides he wants to run. I cried the entire dang movie.
Oh,
It was.
I can't watch that. I
It,
can't watch
it,
It's
it was.
gonna do the
Oh,
same
I
thing to
was
me.
not prepared. I had no idea what it was about. I just knew some running was involved, and I cried.
I watched
And you know that-
3/4 of Dog. I just need to finish it.
The Bounty Hunter.
Oh, I can't do that either. That's gonna make me cry too. Every single
The
movie
one
about
with,
an animal, they're all gonna die, and
The
it's
one
like
with Magic
stop
Mike
it.
guy. The one with the guy from Magic Mike.
Oh, and everybody was like, please do not go get a Malinois. For the love of sweet baby Jesus, do
A
not
what?
go get a
Well,
Malinois.
why would you want that type of dog? If you watch
'Cause
the
pe-
movie, there's
'cause
no way you're gonna want that
People
dog.
are people are crazy. People are crazy because they'll go do that. There's always a what's the word I'm looking for? Is it influx? There's always like a surge if they watch a movie and they want this dog. Oh my gosh, yes, yeah.
It's weird how people do that, right?
It's people
Yeah.
are
Like
whack.
how media influences us so
They're
It's
like-
called a
influences us
alligator
so
for
much.
a reason.
They're called lemmings.
They're the worst.
Wait, who's called lemmings? The dogs?
A good fence makes good neighbors, Cynthia. I'd be on them neighbors like shit on Sting. Just saying.
You wouldn't like it up here, then, Joanne. So it's
No,
not just
thank
my
you.
HOA that doesn't have fences. Actually, the whole north, all of Illinois is pretty popular for not having fences. So
I started
Yeah, but
watching
y'all have
Get
cool
Organized.
areas to like.
That's
like-
true too.
Yeah. so-
There's not sand blasting everywhere.
Yeah.
It's just
Ugh, we've had
grass.
some sand shit the last
I'm
few days.
sorry.
Anyway, I started watching Get Organized with the Home Edit season on 2 on Netflix. The first
Actually, that
season
sounds
changed
fun
my
to
life.
watch. CPJ.
Get org. You know what? I want to hire somebody to organize me.
Sandy, I've done it twice.
I want somebody so bad to organize me.
Amazing.
He said it's
It's
amazing.
expensive, but it's absolutely a
It'd
game
be
changer.
worth it. It would be worth it.
But when you do it, you need to make sure. I wouldn't worry so much about Eric. I'd worry more about Cade. That was the mistake I made with both of them actually, was not getting my kids involved in terms of like, you see where everything is now?
Oh,
Take a picture, do the mental note, whatever you need to do. Because what ended up happening is they still were putting things back in the old spots. And it was like, stop doing this. It's so friggin' annoying. And it's not just silverware, it's everything. They were just putting back in their original spots. I was like, stop. We didn't just hire someone to do all this. We got to go
No,
and put
that's not
everything
what you're
back in their
saying.
original place.
This is what you're saying. I didn't just pay somebody to fix this for y'all to break it.
That's exactly what I just said. Sounds exactly
Andy,
like
I'll do it like they do it. It's a game changer, and you would love it. CBJ,
she'll
get over
do
here
this.
right now. What time is it?
what time is? What time is it? You're already late.
You're late.
Why are you not here right now?
Time is money. Time is money. Oh, have either of you watched Peaky Blinders? Anyone out there actually watch Peaky Blinders?
No.
That sounds like a pervert show.
It does, but oh my gosh, the stupid YouTube clips or reels, whatever they call those things, they keep showing up, and now I'm like, I need to watch this. It's like
YouTube
it's
Shorts.
like a
It's called
1920s
YouTube Shorts.
gangster, Britain
Instagram is
gangster
Reels.
thing.
Yeah.
What are they?
YouTube
Reels.
Shorts, Instagram
YouTube
Reels.
Shorts. Don't
and
ever correct me
then
again like that.
TikTok.
And
You
so it
Onion
is-
rings with that shit, Joe?
Thank you, Sandy. Thank you very much. Anyway, got it. Check out some of the clips on YouTube though. That show looks, and it's in British. It's a British show, but it just looks so dang smart and good. And I need to catch it.
Y'all know what happened to me today?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupting cow who? I had a whole ass photo shoot with Junie, only to
Who's
find out
Junie?
I had
Her
some
dog.
black. I had some black shit in my teeth in my face. Eric never.
That's more funny than it needs to be, but it really is funny.
Remind me after the show. I'll show y'all a picture. Oh, it's awful.
You're like, what is that?
I know. I'm like, Eric. He's like, I didn't even see
She's
it.
like this. She's scratching on the camera, on the phone,
Oh, it's so ridiculous.
or on the monitor. She's
Yeah.
like, wait a minute.
It was
She takes another
ridiculous.
selfie of herself. She goes, "That's me."
Yeah, no, it was all Eric's fault.
It was.
So,
Poor Eric.
Eric's fault. All right, people. I got to wrap up. I got
Well,
lots.
you
of-
do that because I already forgot what it was.
Oh.
So while you do that, I'm going to tell a story to give you enough time to find it.
Oh, great.
Called her cow.
I know
wasn't
it.
calling her a cow.
I think it was on the
I made
Discord.
these New York strawberry cheesecake cookies.
You a love.
I'm not. And after I finally conquered those, I decided to make a New York strawberry dip chocolate dip strawberry cheesecake cookie.
Hey,
They were so
how
good,
come you
guys.
didn't send us some?
I almost did.
Now you have
'Cause
to do
I
them
thought-
sugar-free and gluten-free.
I can't do that. These things are straight up.
Look
They're
at
gonna
Sean.
have to be full of sugar.
Get out of here, Sean. You didn't been telling me I'd have been boring you this whole time, and now you want to see my picture.
Right.
I don't think
That's
so,
what happens when you
sir.
act that way.
For real. For real.
All right, I see it now. Great. Let me
What are we
get
doing? What happened?
Let me get the outro.
Did you see the
Awesome.
sign off,
I
Sandy?
am-
Oh, we need a new one.
Well, let's just make it right now. Let's make it up.
Okay.
All right, help us come up with something then.
Let's see here.
So the current sign off is: remember to be kind to rewind. Look for and meet new friends. You filthy animals.
Okay.
So why don't
Let's
y'all help
see.
us out real quick?
Okay.
Sandy,
remember,
you got the first one. So what do you want to say about?
Remember, don't get slapped.
Don't get entangled.
Yes.
That sounds like something like you.
Bid, don't get slapped today.
Huh? How do you spell
Bia.
Just say bench, don't get slapped.
Watch your bench.
Don't get slapped,
Slap.
benches.
Okay.
Oh,
And then next is
You?
you.
look for and meet new friends. I'm gonna have to keep positive. I'm not like y'all. I'm not little.
No
beans.
mames. Y'all, and Junie was smiling so good in this picture. I just sent it to you. Oh, listen. Joe, this one's it. Better watch it, Jamie. You might become
I
diabetic.
object.
That's the sign. That's the sign of. I was able to finish my coloration of film image listening to all of you. Oh,
Man, we are so good to be on a podcast.
we are productive.
What did he say?
I say
it-
I'll spook you later on my podcast.
I'll spook you later.
I like that. No, but what did John say? I missed that one.
He was
John
able to finish a
said-
coloration of a film image listening to us.
Mm.
So he's not
Hey,
actually watching. He's just listening.
Could you show John my black and white picture? I like
Yeah.
his black and white photos.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
don't
yeah.
have to figure out a new sign off at all. You
We
two.
don't.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't. Nope.
I'll figure it out and send it to y'all.
We'll do another take.
Y'all biz later.
Current signed off. All right.
Well, if y'all wouldn't like talk forever on our messaging, I could actually scroll here and get to a spot where, oh my goodness.
Wait.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm kind of confused here. You gave us the sign off. I feel like you're trying to start something when there doesn't
I
need to be
know.
anything, Joe.
No. I'm
Choose your next
saying-
words wisely.
This is Sparta.
What are y'all saying here?
I'm trying to help Joe before he
I'm
says something
trying
else.
to find your
I-
photo.
Just resend
there.
it.
Why are we doing the
Oh,
photo?
my
We're doing a
Joanne
sign
says,
off. People want to get
include
home
me
and get
in
to
your
sleep.
podcast. No, look, they're still talking. We still have people here. John,
Joanne, when you say include her
wanna
in your
show
podcast, you
something
want to
to
be a guest
John.
on her podcast?
Yep, she does. That's what it sounded like to me.
I believe Joanne's got some
heard
good
that
stories
too.
too.
Joanne, you didn't tell us how
Thank
you
you.
snapped your back. Did you step on a crack? Your son stepped on-
No, my man Sandy.
Look, see, John said Sadie wants to show me her black and white image. It's very
Except-
important that John sees it.
Oh my goodness, I
It's
can't.
a bat butt, John.
It's a bat butt.
She just-
Okay, hold
It's
on. I
just
can,
black
you
and
know,
white.
I'll just, you know what? You're right. Let me just show it to you, like I showed you my butt.
Because
Not my
I can't do it because I need to share permissions and all that fun stuff. So
Okay.
it's
Because you're.
That's how I'm
noise.
gonna show
That's
Hey, is
black
that
and
the, is that the house or that barn off of 4th Street?
I was
Wait,
trespassing.
wait for
on 4th
Cynthia's. Wait for Cynthia's comment here. Moments in a moment.
Street. Okay. That sure. What'd you think?
I thought it was cool. I thought it was good.
There was a damn cell phone tower that I can't Photoshop out of there.
Why?
Haven't learned it yet.
Oh, if you give your
Oh,
photo to
that's
him, he'll do
yeah.
it.
That's gonna be. Oh, I see over here to the right. Yeah, it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
There's a lot of. Was this late at night?
Yeah, late at night when all the world was sleeping. No, it wasn't. It was during the day.
You went out there at night. That's how she got it to be in black and white, Joe.
Because I'm like, there's some. Did you do like an aging process on it or something? Because it looks a little.
It looks
Like
aged.
Aged or
Distressed.
de-ager.
It looks distressed.
It looks
Yes.
distressed.
Looks like, and then you look and see. Oh wait, there's a telephone pole. It's not that old.
Yeah, exactly. And that's because I like did all sorts of cropping on it.
Oh, that's why. Okay, yeah. So the more you crop in on an image, the less detail that you'll have.
I'll have to send you the original.
So be careful on that
You cropped with your phone or with your
with the software.
software?
With my software.
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
Are we ready now?
Yeah, we're
Are
ready.
you guys good now?
Yeah, because I gotta go.
Okay. Want to make sure. All right, everyone.
Remember to be kind and drink wine.
Look for and meet new friends.
You
You
filthy,
filthy animals.
animals.
Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Good
everyone.
night.
Bye.
Do we have a sign off now?